Welcome everyone in the next lecture on the complex number module. As I told you in the last lecture, this is our last lecture of the first module. So I'm just going to discuss a few interesting examples which were asked in the university examination. The question number 1 is, prove that I raised to I is a real number. I raised to I is a real number. Okay. Now, I is a complex number whose power we are going to take. So of course this is a problem based on the roots of the complex number, or say some power of the complex number. Okay. So I is a complex number. Our first job is to write this complex number in the form of polar coordinates. We have to write this in the polar form. That is cos theta plus I sin theta. So I means what? It is 0 plus I. So here x is a 0 and y is equal to 1. Therefore, r is equal to square root of 0 square plus 1 square. So the value of r is 1, and theta is equal to tan inverse of y upon x. Y is 1 and x is 0. Okay, as I told you in the previous, this is nothing but tan theta is equal to 1 upon 0. But tan is what? Sine upon cos. So here sine is 1 and cos is a 0. This happens only if theta is pi by 2. Okay. Hence, this is equal to cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Okay. Now, one can write it by using Euler's formula, or say exponential form of the complex number. This is equal to e raised to I pi by 2. I hope you remember this is cos theta plus I sin theta is equal to e raised to I times theta. Okay. So, hence I am getting e raised to I pi by 2. Now, I raised to I is equal to e raised to I times pi by 2 bracket raised to I. By using the laws of indices, we can multiply these two powers. Hence, we get e raised to I into I, that is I square into pi by 2. But I square is a minus 1. Hence, we get e raised to minus pi by 2. So, hence, see this value, e raised to minus pi by 2. There is no imaginary part involved in this. So, of course, this is a real number. Hence, the value of I raised to I is real. Okay, so this is one example from the university examination. Another example I am going to discuss. Example is, if I raised to I and so on up to infinite powers, so we call it as infinite times, this is equal to some complex number a plus ib, then prove that a square plus b square is equal to e raised to I pi into b, and tan of a times pi by 2 is equal to b by a. This we have to prove. Okay. See, as this sequence of the powers is infinite times, for a minute hide this base, what happens? I raised to the same thing happen like this up to infinite times. Okay, so what I am going to do is, instead of these all powers, what I am going to substitute? A plus ib. So therefore, since this is given, I raised to a plus ib is equal to a plus ib. But from the previous example, I is equal to cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Therefore, here what I am getting? Cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2 bracket raised to a plus ib is equal to a plus ib. But this is nothing but e raised to I times pi by 2 bracket raised to a plus ib is equal to the right hand side is same. Now I pi by 2 into this. So hence we get e raised to I times a pi by 2. I into I becomes I square, that therefore it is minus b times pi by 2 is equal to a plus ib. But this is nothing but a raised to m minus n, which is nothing but a raised to m into a raised to minus n. Hence we have e raised to a times I times a pi by 2 into e raised to minus b pi by 2 is equal to a plus ib. Okay, therefore what I'm getting, this is nothing but cos a pi by 2 plus I sin a pi by 2 into e raised to minus b pi by 2 is equal to a plus ib. So comparing the real and the imaginary part of the both sides, what I'm getting there, okay, I'll just multiply by e raised to minus b pi by 2 with this bracket. We get e raised to minus b pi by 2 into cos of a pi by 2 plus I times e raised to minus b pi by 2 into sine of a pi by 2 is equal to a plus I into b. Hence from this what I'm getting, the real part is a is equal to e raised to minus b pi by 2 into cos a pi by 2 and b is equal to e raised to minus b pi by 2 into sine a pi by 2. Okay, so this is the real and the imaginary part of this simplification. Now first we have to show that a square plus b square is this. So consider a square plus b square, which is nothing but e raised to minus b pi by 2 square into cos square a pi by 2 plus b square, that is e raised to minus b pi by 2 square into sine square a pi by 2. Now we can have these common terms outside, but while taking this common term outside, by the laws of indices, this 2 and 2 get cancelled. Hence we get e raised to minus b pi outside. Inside of the bracket, cos square a pi by 2 plus sine square a pi by 2. As the angle is same, this is nothing but cos square theta plus sine square theta, and cos square theta plus sine square theta is nothing but 1. Hence my answer is e raised to minus b pi. So I think the first point is clear, is it? Okay, I just made a small mistake in the question. It is e raised to pi b. Okay. Yes, there is a minus sign actually. Minus b pi. Yes, correct. Here it is minus pi b. Okay, now the question is correct. Now the second part we have to prove b by a is equal to this. So b by a is equal to, b is nothing but e raised to minus b pi by 2 into sine a pi by 2 divided by e raised to minus b pi by 2 into cos of a pi by 2. So this and this get cancelled. Sin theta upon cos theta is a tan theta. So hence this is tan a pi by 2. Okay. So this is how one can calculate the expected answers. But the only thing is what? This is a infinite sequence of the powers. I raised to I. Its power is I. Again its power is I. And so on. This sequence is continued up to infinity like this. I raised to I raised to I raised to I raised to I, like that. It is going up to infinity. Okay, but what we have thought, okay, if still it is going to the infinity, this is also look like say base is a I and its power of I raised to I raised to I raised to I up to infinity. Hence we are calling this as a plus ib. This is the key step of this particular example. This is also one of the university examination question. I hope you have understood this very well. So I think of you, I just told you one thing, try to solve more and more examples. Whenever you feel a doubt, whenever you have any question, please ask and try to get your doubt clear as early as possible. Okay. So we will meet in the next lecture with a new topic. Till that, thank you.